Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. Orpheus's army are here in the Fort Shulamana garrison area, trying to finish off the Imperial forces led by the Deva Previa. The Devas, there's 4 of them. They're basically the rung from the top of the Imperial army. On the top rung is General Hakashi. He is Ronnie's father. Ronnie was a special character who joined our party. She defected from the Empire because she didn't like what they were doing, and I guess it didn't help that she was being forced to marry Baron Apros. He was a really bad guy, remember? He was the one who, he betrayed King Gran, and he was the one who lit fire to the Program Forest to kill all those the people fleeing from the Empire. So yeah, not a very good guy. So obviously she was justified in, leaving. But anyway, underneath General Hakashi are the 4 Devas. We ran into 2 of them already. General Figaro, who we defeated on the Calvi Peninsula, and then the other one, General Debonair. He actually joined our party. We sowed the seeds of doubt in his mind about what Empress Endora really planned. So he went back after we defeated him at the slums of Zenobia, talked with Endora, and apparently she did not like his questioning her, and had him imprisoned by her son, Prince Gars. But we freed him from his captivity under Prince Gars when we fought Gars at Shangri-La, which was the floating island that the Empire was going to drop on Zenobia. So if Debonair didn't see that Empress Endora was up to no good before then, seeing that she was going to basically create a massacre by basically killing everybody on that floating island when it dropped, and then killing everybody in Zenobia, not to mention all the catastrophic environmental damage and probably deaths that would be caused from secondary factors of dropping that big island onto the Earth. Well, that definitely sealed his opinions that Empress Endora is in the wrong. But none of those 2 characters we're really using, because remember, special characters. But surprisingly, speaking of special characters, we were told that Prince Tristan, another one of our special characters, his mother may actually have survived the war from 25 years ago. It was said that she was executed by Prince Gars, along with the rest of the royal family. But then again, hey, Prince Tristan was supposed to be executed too, but he survived. He was smuggled out. So there may be truth that she's still around in this area. But even though it's someone involved in Prince Tristan's family, his mother, may be in this area, you don't need to deploy Prince Tristan to get special dialogue that will happen after this map. So, and you'll see that because we're going to actually finish off this map in this episode. But yeah, all you have to do is have Prince Tristan in your party. He doesn't have to be deployed onto the map. He doesn't have to confront Deva Previa to get the special dialogue that we'll get at the end of this thing. Like I said, just having him in the party is enough. We got another crown there. That's can be used on a base Amazon to make them a princess. But we already got 2 princesses, and even though princes are great units to have, we won't need any more of them. So we're sticking with the 1 of each type of character, with the exception of monks, liches, and princesses. And we're only going to have 2 of the liches and 2 of the princesses. Everybody else, we're just going to have one character representing each class. That way it makes just the army a little bit easier to manage. So yeah, a few episodes ago when I redid my army, I just looked at all the characters. Up to that point, I had 2 of each type of character in each class, and I just saw which one was developing better and kept that one. So, I guess it's a natural selection in Ogre Battle. But, got the flying unit coming up there. We got the ninja unit moving up there. But, yeah, we found a Roshian temple. Now we've liberated it. Let's see what card we get and get some what information we get. A chariot card. Will we get an item? Let's see. I heard that General Previa used to be a very pious person, but thanks to Rashidi's black magic, he has become a horrible black knight. Please save him. Ah yes, let me give you the sword, Fafnir. I'm sure it will help you in your fight. The Fafnir sword is a black magic sword. Second strongest, gives plus 20 strength and plus 4 intelligence. The only black magic sword stronger is the relic sword, which gives plus 24 strength, but minus 16 int, so good sword. But like I said, the only bad thing about it is it's black elemental, so it's not going to be really good because a lot of the Imperial units are, evil or have good resistance against black magic. So Cherubim there has finally turned level 22, so we can promote her into the Seraphim if we need to, which we will then. But looks like I'm for some reason not doing it right now, but we'll get her there eventually. So just checking out our units. So we don't want to have our undead unit fight anyone with a cockatrice in their ranks, or cleric or monk or shaman, one of those classes. Monk. Ouch. Aha, our ninja master is a little bit stronger than theirs. Good job. And our front row attacks were definitely stronger than theirs. Yeah, it stinks that the evil knights there, the tier 3 class of the evil advancement tree, they only get 2 attacks in the front row. Where in the good tree, the samurai masters and the paladins each get 3 attacks. So they kind of got a little bit nerfed there, I guess you can say, for whatever reason. I think overall probably the best one would be the Samurai Master, because they have the 3 attacks from the front row, and their back row attack is that Ananuki, the targetable physical attack. And you know how bad Samurai Masters, how dangerous they are. I always talk about it when I'm fighting one of those units. So yeah, where the Paladin, for their back row attack, they have the 3 front row attacks like the Samurai Master, but their back row attack isn't all that good. It's just a single healing attack. So it might be good when you're fighting undead, but if you're using them as a healer, it pales in comparison to the healing that you get from a monk, the 2 heal all. And it doesn't help that the knight, the fighter and the knight, the 2 classes before the paladin, they're melee attack characters, so their stats are going to be toward gaining hit points and strength, not toward the intelligence, which is going to affect the amount of hit points that their healing does. Well, mermaid there is going to need quite a bit of healing. Let's see if our octopus can take down the remaining enemies here. Nope, finished off one, but I think this one may have ping-ponged back into Luke's unit there. Nope, very close. Wow, he's just fighting the gambit of everybody. He's going to fight all 3 of those units that are in that area. And he will lose to all of them. So yeah, this is one of those units that you don't want fighting your units with undead in them. And they just keep putting that pumpkin head, the Halloween, keep putting him to turn him into stone. I was going to say put him to sleep. I guess they're kind of putting him to sleep in a sense. because he can't do anything. And that's not good, because he would do a lot of damage, especially with this unit, because it was the first time we're fighting it, so all their characters were at full hit points, which means that obviously every time it hits, it's going to take off more hit points. So the Pumpkinhead's damage obviously decreases the less hit points each of the characters has, because taking half of a lesser number is going to be, a lesser number. Donk. Way to go. And yeah, now that stank. I didn't change that. Looking back, I did not change that cherubim to a seraphim, so she gained a level in a lesser class. And now this demon unit is gonna, like I said, complete the trio of fighting all three of our units in the area. Although I don't know if you consider it a fight, really, when the Sylph just goes first and wipes them out. Bonk. Got a summons. You can use that item to move all of your characters to the location of the opinion leader, which in our case is Orpheus. Now he's gonna go on a big long trip. We have a lot of cities over to the west that we just basically ignored because we were concentrating our defenses along the mountains between the enemy base and our base. But now the enemy is pretty much down to very few units, so we can start moving forward a little bit. So I think the only units the enemy may have are the some of the units that retreated back. We defeated a few of the enemy units, turned them leaderless, and then they retreated back. We couldn't catch them in time because we only had this unit down there, and it's a land unit, and many of the units like this one that we just defeated were flying. So yeah, we're getting stuck with another one of these where this unit is gonna fly away and outpace us. He's taken off right away. Sometimes the enemy unit pauses and waits a little bit before retreating. I guess they're maybe the characters in the unit, they're tired after the long fight, or they got maybe a concussion or something. They gotta catch their bearings again. But not that cockatrice. He's flying right away. He's like, whoop, I'm out of here. Zoop. So now we can start moving some of our units forward, as I said. Got another one of these demon units, again high flying. There were 4 of them all told in this map, so it's not surprised that they're one of the few remaining units left. Usually the enemies have 3 of each type of units. Sometimes, like I said, they'll have 4. This was a case where they had 4. So, and it looks like they are targeting our weak. Well, that was nice. I wasn't sure if the Wyvern would be able to hit the weak, just because where his position was, but I guess he can reach across the battlefield there, so yeah, we won't be taking any damage. So, undead can be really good in situations like this where the enemy is just targeting it. Bonk. So, definite win here. Too bad our golem didn't finish off that wyvern, but yeah, it's okay. I just saw that unit, not really much of a problem. Now they'll be able to do some damage to this unit here, but hopefully our Nixie can go first, and yeah, good, wiped out that wyvern before it got its attack in. Now all we have to deal with is just one more attack from that demon in the back, and he missed, and we did not. So this unit was almost like the MVP of this map, mainly because of that Kraken with the white magic weapon that he has equipped. That was our undead dragon killing unit. We were just lucky that that was one of the units that the enemy tends to send up the western side there. So, Orpheus, he planned for this map very well. Even though, like I said, there has been a little bit of setbacks, you know, that the enemies, some of the enemies retreated and they got a new leader. So here we go, we got that 2 cockatrice mage unit back again. And that fort, it's, I don't know if it's built in the best place. Looks like it's built between 4 volcanoes. What happens if the volcanoes all erupt? The lava would come down and pour into the fort. Now, maybe they're non-active volcanoes. I don't know. Or maybe, you know, this is just, you know, fantasy world where magic exists. Maybe they can have, they can magically divert the lava. You know. Rashidi has been shown to do some pretty, extraordinary things with his magic, so being able to, alter the flow of lava, probably not among the, probably not out of the realm of possibilities. And we still lost money. So, but I guess, yeah, we haven't really been liberating. Temples never give money. So you can liberate every single temple in the thing, but if you notice when you click on a temple, it doesn't give you the tribute. So, man, that wizard unit likes to fight Bancroft's unit here. See, they did like a little Yui, turned right around to fight this unit. So, look. Please don't turn our pumpkin head into stone. Thank you. Now we just have to hope the pumpkin head hits. Which he does. I was hoping he'd go after the cockatrice, but our beast master went first and weakened the cockatrice to the point where he was no longer the strongest. But now he's the strongest, and we took him out some more. And I'm gonna have to probably sort this unit out, because we just keep doing the same thing. But we may be able to put the pumpkin head over where the Cerberus is. That way the Cerberus would attack the cockatrice in the back row. Boo. How many did we lose? 3. That's the worst that we could have gotten. We support the rebels in all respects. It's not much, but please take this ivory goddess. May the gods follow you always. Thank you. Another item that we can just sell off for some money. But, you know, we're not hurting for money, even though we just had several days where we didn't make any tributes. We actually lost money. And once again, that cockatrice unit has flown too fast for us to catch. I was hoping that we would have been able to catch up with it, but it once again immediately flew the coop and flew the coop and escaped before we can catch it. We want to pull a card. Absolutely, we always want to pull a card. There's always a benefit in pulling the card, because there's more cards that give positives than negatives. Most of those supporting you are peoples in their teens and 20s. The young are always hot-blooded and overconfident of their own power. Be sure not to waste more lives than necessary. Just keep going, and the day will come. We haven't lost any lives, thanks to Orpheus's tactical genius. But yeah, even if you get a card that, you know, does have a negative, you know, stat growth to it, you can always use it in battle. So, like, say a card like the Hanged Man, you know, gives you -1 strength, but it could help swing the tide of battle if you're fighting an enemy unit that has, you know, really high defense. Way to lower their defense. So, there's no point never really denying yourself a tarot card draw. We should almost be full of tarot cards. 14 is the max, so we may have to use a few. Otherwise, we'll have to end up throwing some out. Even though we did just ignore that one we had. We didn't take that fortune card. That one just makes the enemy retreat. So, potentially good if you say you're on a fort. getting some healing, and you need a little bit more healing before you want to fight again. So we have to hope our Beastmaster hits both times. And then if he hits, then we eliminate that cockatrice. And then they'll become a plains unit. Woohoo! So now we should be able to keep up with them here. Unfortunately, we lost. So hopefully they don't pull a Yui and turn back toward the Imperial base. Nope, they're gonna keep on coming. Well, they stopped for a second there. They must have known. Wait a minute, where are my cockatrices at? I can't fly, no! You can't fly, but you can be bitten by a big Cerebus. He is not a tiny dog like Spartacus, my dog. A pumpkin plus. If we had more Halloweens, we could use them. And that on the Halloween turns the Halloween into a pumpkin head, so doubles their attacks from the front and the back row. Now we just gotta find our boss killing unit here. Nope, that's not them. So it's one of these remaining 3. It's the last one we pick, of course. So as you can see, no more enemy units. If there were any, they would have come out and went to attack us, but nope. Now we'll just move our characters closing in, move some of them back, so in case we do have to spend another day in here, we don't lose as much money. Yeah, we got another Kraken. Hello, Mr. Kraken. You can join our army, where we will instantly dismiss you, because we already have a Kraken. A really good Kraken. Like I said, he was the MVP. He got MVP in this map. Sir Undead Dragon Slayer, we will christen him. So, all these units, we won't need them. They can head on back to base. Maybe they can go make friends with our little new Kraken that we got. He'd be like, hey, Mr. Kraken, this army's pretty cool, but we're gonna put you back into the wild. Octopi are very intelligent animals, they say. Let's pull a card. Priestess. It gives our 50 hit points to everybody in the unit when we use it to heal. If Queen Floran is being held in Fort Shulamana, oh, please hurry and help the Queen. Ah yes, let me give you the sword Notice. I'm sure it will help you in your fight. The Notice sword, that is actually one of the wind god swords that we need. It's the Thunder version sword, plus 15 strength, plus 3 int. We've acquired quite a few of them as from buried treasure, so not a very unique sword anymore. Still a good sword though. Son, give us some more time, since it wasn't halfway through the day. General Pravi is known not only for his swordsmanship, but also his powerful magic. Not only that, but he's also been studying under the Major Shidi. That may make for a tough battle for characters with high alignment. Well, that's okay, because the only one that has high alignment in our boss killing unit is the monk. Or the princess. I forget who I have in there right now. Ah, princess. So yeah, she's the only one with a high alignment. Eventually I will change those units. I will have them basically be a high flyer, a lich, a princess, and a monk. So then I'll have basically like 2 boss killing units. Because boss is going to get a little bit stronger toward the end of the game. So even with that power of the boss killing unit that we have here, the current one, sometimes we don't defeat the enemy in one hit, so it'll be in one round. So it's easy to have 2, then we can just have them like swarm, you know, gang up on the boss. And now we got a moon card. Moves us back forward, so all that time we lost with the sun is back. The Queen Floran is loved by everyone. Please help her. Yeah, when we got that sun card, it didn't give us tribute because it wasn't more than halfway in through the day. So if we got a sun card now, then it would get us back to tribute. But Teresa's just hanging out there. Yes, we will turn Melina's unit to the base and liberate this city here. Another priestess card. Good at the beginning of the game. Not so good here, but hey, free healing is always good. You never know when you might need it, so... What do you plan on doing after you finish the Empire? If you plan on restoring the kingdom, you should find the 3 mystic treasures. They are the Grail, the Sword Brunhild, and the Mystic Armband. Well, we got the Sword Brunhild. It said the King Gran of Zenobia had the Grail and the Mystic Armband. And we can get one of those treasures each at the end of these 2 routes. So we'll get the Mystic Armband at the end of this route. And if we go through the Rhyan Sea route, the map that opens up after we defeat the Rhyan Sea map, at that map, the second map in that route, that's where you can get the Grail. Both, of course, require a high reputation to get. Son! So it's a good thing that we returned a whole bunch of those units to base. Queen Floran hasn't been killed because she knows a lot about the 3 mystic treasures. The 3 mystic treasures? If you go to the city Mount Kaf to the west, I'm sure you will learn more about them. And we did already, so... Time to... Yeah, we actually made money. Look at how much money we made since we turned some units in and liberated a bunch of cities, so... Yeah, for the armband you need 65 plus reputation. For the Grail you need 70 plus. I can't believe how many cards you got that manipulated time in a row. We got a sun, a moon, and then another sun. So that day went real quick. Thanks to magic. Magic is powerful, so that's why, hey, maybe Rashidi can alter the flow of lava. This doesn't matter that fort is surrounded by a bunch of volcanoes. Assuming they're active. Shulaman used to be covered by ice and snow blown in from the highlands. Okay, not anymore though. We've seen this now, I guess the volcanoes just melted all. But thanks to all of these volcanoes, this has become a very warm, comfortable place to live. At least, it would be if the Empire weren't here. Well, we're gonna drive them out very shortly. So, we have our boss-killing unit all stationed ready to go and attack General Previa. So, don't you worry. You better have something nice for us when we come back. Nah, you don't have to have anything nice for us. That would mean that Orpheus is doing this for, you know, physical, tangible reward. He's doing it for, you know, the intangible freedom and goodness. Alright, let's take on General Previa. I can't allow this rebellion to go any further. I'm no wimp like Devon or Figaro. I'll show you the true power of the Vedas. Alright, technically you didn't have to fight Figaro up to this point. You could have totally skipped his map, but that doesn't change the dialogue at all. Like I said, you think you'd need Prince Tristan to fight this guy to get, you know, to say, hey, I heard you have my mother, do you have her? But he doesn't have any dialogue. As I said in the earlier thing, you don't even need to have Prince Tristan deployed to get the special dialogue. So let's see if we can... We have 10 hit-all attacks to work with here. 4 from each of the liches, 2 from the princess. And then our wyvern has his 3 front row attacks. So let's heal ourselves up here. Previa has 3 attacks. He has 2 single target attacks from the back row there. His sword things, but we were also told he's good at swordmanship and he's good with magic, so his final attack, he's gonna drop a meteor like those devils that he has there in the back row. That's a hit-all attack. Check out the meteor when it drops. Like I said, it looks like a squeaky dog toy. Boop. So, my friend has a dog that just loves squeaky toys. My dog Spartacus gets scared of him. He doesn't like things that squeak. He's kind of a wussy, little tiny wussy dog. Orpheus, my mother. The Queen, what's happened? Previa, he'd already... Uh-oh. I see. I'm very sorry, Prince Tristan. I don't know how to contain the anger I feel. From now on, I will live only to destroy the Empire. Please take this Mystic Armband in remembrance of my brother, that we may live for the same goal. Eternal honor to the rebels. And we got the Mystic Armband, the second of the 3 sacred treasures that we need to get the best ending. And we have liberated Shulamana and taken care of another one of the Imperial Devas. Only one more to go. And we'll encounter him on the other route into the Empire, which we will take in the next episode. If I could redo this all over again, I'd probably go to the map there that opened up, the city of Xandu, because when you liberate towns there, you actually lose reputation. So saving that other route would have allowed me to build up my reputation back to max before I beat the game, but I beat the game with a pretty high reputation anyway, so it doesn't matter. But come back next episode and we continue our march into the Imperial homeland. Take care, have a good day. Bye!